Welcome to Rassle Rock with Rick Connor,
Fat and talentless.
Matt Flowers,
Give me what I want.
Mark Hallbacher,
Is that okay in 2019?
and Cory Castle.
Tell everybody that you love them. So enjoy your life.
You're such a hippie.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Hello.
All you beautiful people out there.
Hello.
Welcome to Rassle Rock. Welcome to Smackdown in Chaos.
You've returned to us, and we've returned to you. Welcome to this
Welcome to the
podcast.
world.
This podcast that brings joy to the world.
Yes. Joy to the world. Come on, guys. All the boys and girls.
I was listening.
Jeremiah was a boy.
I was listening to a podcast today where they were talking about Wendy Richter, and I kept thinking about Matt doing the Bruce Springsteen. Wendy,
Going down the boardwalk, Wendy.
Wendy, I'm going to Saudi Arabia, and I don't know where I'm coming back.
Walking down that pancake road.
Did you make that a shirt yet?
It's coming.
Okay.
It'll be here within the month. There's going to be a Bruce Springsteen Pancake Road t-shirt on teespring.com.
Something to wrestle with Bruce Springsteen. Did you guys have a good Halloween?
It was okay.
It went by. It came and went.
It was too warm.
Well,
I was sweating. I was sitting on my front porch and sweating, and I was in shorts and a t-shirt, and I'm like, come on, man.
I'm glad it wasn't raining, though.
did you?
Yeah, it's
Well,
not raining.
I saw your wife posted like you guys had a whole intricate setup. Too.
Yeah, we have a table because we get a lot of kids. We're fortunate we get a lot of kids, and a couple of the neighbors will sit out on the porch, and like the kids come up and give out candy and all. So we had a set up. I had the some horror movie music on my some creepy music.
You had one of those Bluetooth speakers.
I had a Bluetooth speaker. No, it was just my phone. So we did that, and I watch Halloween every year, and I actually got to watch a little bit of Halloween Havoc '93, where it was Vader and Cactus Jack, and they just beat the crap out of each other, man.
Heavy hands on that.
Yeah.
On that Vader. That Vader's got some heavy hands.
It's good stuff, man.
You have to say that, Vader.
It was a good.
Because it's not Darth.
Yes.
Yeah, you had Vader and Cactus Jack. You had Flair and Rude and Sting and Sid. Like that's a marquee upper card there,
It's a
brother.
stacked show.
Yeah.
Marquee mark out.
Yeah. I'd mark out for that marquee.
We should make that a t-shirt.
There's your t-shirt.
Marquee mark out.
The marquee mark out.
Johnny,
so crazy.
Johnny Kickpad's tag team partner.
Johnny Walmart kick pads on the marquee.
versus the Fiend.
The Fiend?
The Fiend, Bay Wyatt.
I just posted a WPW video from 2007 with Sinister X versus Mark Zout.
Ooh.
If you remember Mark Zout. Mark Zout was I don't know if he's still out there, but he's I
doubt it.
indie wrestler. Yeah.
I doubt it.
He was never good, but his gimmick was
I doubt it.
to steal like everybody else's gimmick. Everybody that he was marking out for, Undertaker and Carlito, Caribbean Cool, and like just the ridiculousness of it. So you can watch that.
Bound for the archived footage.
Yes. Something that should never have been a main event.
Was that the main event of the show?
Yeah, well, no, there was one more match after that, but that was a heavyweight championship match. Yeah.
I think the WWE would pay good money to have that as a hidden gem.
Yeah. That should be on the network.
Your new heavyweight champion of the world marks out.
They interview like all the guys like about Mark's out. Yeah, I remember him. He was a good worker, brother. You know how they interview wrestlers. Yeah. They like probably ask him about like 30 superstars at once, so they can use that footage for like if somebody dies. Or
The
whatever.
rise and fall of Mark's out.
Yeah. So Shawn Michaels, what did you remember about Mark's out? What are you using this for a DVD? Yeah. Oh man, he was great.
He's a nice guy.
East Coast. From the East Coast, yeah.
I think he carried lots of props with him. I give him props for that. He had kendo sticks, and didn't he have stuff?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I
think I'm getting him confused with somebody else.
Maybe.
Did he have a mullet?
In real life, I don't know. He was always wearing a wig. In the ring. I don't know.
Okay. Wig, mullet, same thing.
There's a t-shirt.
Yeah, but wig or a mullet? It doesn't matter.
Same thing. What do
Whatever.
you want from me, man? Same thing.
Tomato.
Wig, mullet. We all got to die someday. Pick one.
Just pick one.
So, just a quick reminder to the listeners. Check us out on YouTube. Go subscribe to Rick Connor's YouTube.
Yeah, he's got
channel.
a million subscribers now.
And we're 1,000.
Same
Close.
Close.
It's the same thing. It's like a wig and a mullet.
We're releasing the show. We're releasing the shows
Take off a zero.
at full video, length video on Rick Connor's YouTube.
Yeah.
Please check it out. Give us some rating and subscribe. Catch us every week.
Yeah. You can just do a search for Rick Connor, CONNOR.
Some of the best Marcus out matches.
If you're like one of these days you're waking up and you're like, man, I need to see some good Marcus out matches. You just go on to my.
You're gonna go
It's like what's it? Remember what was it like the flea market wrestling? Isn't it like the? There's like a YouTube channel where they do like Mystery Science Theater 3000 to like shindy shows.
Oh no, I haven't seen this.
Let's do some of those.
Yeah, I want to see some of these and see how I can steal them. I can make that idea my own because I have zero original content on my YouTube.
You have so much stuff, like so much footage of things that.
Oh
that
yeah,
are yours,
there's plenty of
we could do
independent
that.
wrestling and then
we kind of did do that back in the day with our commentary track that we put on the WPW DVDs. That was just us being jerks with
making up characters,
fake Southern accents.
Yeah. And so that's kind of what it was.
Yeah, it was. It was just like that.
It's like that. What did WWE put out? Some kind of Southern Championship Wrestling or something.
What was on? It was
Southpaw?
on
Southpaw Wrestling. Yeah, it was kind of like that, but not with much less production.
Slightly less.
Slightly less. Yeah, just making up characters and stuff.
You know, we had quite a smaller budget.
Yeah,
Quite a
zero. So man, if you haven't heard, man, there might not be a Smackdown tonight. There probably will be.
Why
Yeah, I heard
there.
a lot of people are stranded in Saudi Arabia still.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So I think
I have not heard.
12 people,
Yeah.
12 wrestlers
Made it
were
out.
able to make it out. But I hear they're going to be calling up some NXT guys and.
I don't know. I've heard that maybe there's going to be just a women-focused show because a lot of the women didn't go over there.
I have to fix my
I heard
contact.
that's all right.
Can we watch SmackDown in here ever? Like
No.
while it's on?
No, this
What?
isn't hooked up to anything.
Well, isn't there like an Apple TV on there?
I mean, there might be. I don't know how that works.
Well, let's do it. Let's try it one of these weeks.
One of these days, yeah. Well, if we get in here early enough, we'll try and figure out how to make that work, and maybe we can do some like live commentary to
yeah,
Smackdown.
totally.
That
Yeah.
might be neat.
That might be neat. Mark used to do it when his shows were on Tuesdays.
Yeah, but it'll be like the first 15 minutes of the show. It's like, all right, cool. That match wins wrestling. See you later, folks. So there was a lot of controversy going on. I heard Vince McMahon just hopped on a plane, on like a private jet, and he's like, all right, see you guys later.
Why did they get stuck? I don't know this news story.
We're not really sure. First, there was reports of there was something wrong with the plane, and then there was reports where it's like it's not the plane, it's something else that we're not disclosing. So there was a lot of who knows what to believe, but there were. We were just watching before we went on the air. Hulk Hogan landed in the United States and recorded a little video with him, Ric Flair, and Jimmy Hart. It's like, we made it home. It's like, those other guys are still stuck there. Jabronis. It's just, Did you hear about Hogan's trip to Saudi Arabia?
Yeah,
what happened?
there were more flight issues, right?
Yeah. They went and landed somewhere to refuel.
Minnesota
No, it wasn't Minnesota. It was somewhere overseas.
Iceland or something.
Iceland.
Yeah, something
it was
like
Iceland.
that. Yeah.
So they went to land.
Minnesota, Iceland.
Yes,
Yes, it was.
It was in Iceland, Minnesota. It wasn't the country of Iceland.
Same thing. Who cares?
Same thing. It's like a wig and a mullet. It's the title of the show.
Wig or mullet, same difference.
Yeah. So they go to land, and as soon as the wheels touch the ground, the wheels exploded. They just popped. They're gone. They're skidding along the roadway. It finally stops, and they're fine. They get out and they're okay. But they get out and they're like, "We're stranded here. We don't have a ride. A way to get back. This was like a little tiny airstrip. It wasn't like an airport that they landed at. So who happens along but Brock Lesnar? in his own private jet. And he's like, hey, you guys need a ride? It's just so the millionaire's version of, call up your buddy when you pop a tire. Like, it was so crazy.
It was like, it was like a storyline in a video game. Like, it felt, Brock Lesnar's here. Go with him or don't go with him. Like, they give you the option.
Like the career mode.
Yeah.
Telltale Games version of getting to Saudi Arabia.
Go with him or wait till they fix the tire.
Yeah.
I will say this about the Saudi show, which I liked. The crowd was hot.
Oh, yeah.
The entire show.
The entire show, yeah. Popping for stuff I didn't think they were going to pop for.
They popped for Luke Harper in the Battle Royal.
They really did, yeah. This is a pre-show match, and they were like, yeah, Harper. It was really cool.
I liked most of the event, honestly. I mean, what a good way to spend like the day on Halloween.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I watched it at work.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
I especially liked Cesaro and Mansoor.
That was a great match.
They shattered expectations, I think.
Yeah.
So good for Mansoor. I hope that they have better things in the future for him. Like he continues his upward rise.
Yeah, I want to see him more than just whenever they're in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
He was trained by Dory Funk Jr.
Really?
Before the Performance Center. Yeah,
I didn't hear that.
I read that.
That's cool.
Because I looked him up after when I was just looking him up and I saw that. And he had a couple of indie shows in the U.S. before being signed to developmental.
So before we get deep into Crown Jewel, what do you guys think we're going to see on SmackDown tonight? If they don't have because it was scheduled to be, Bray Wyatt was going to be on Miz TV, and they had a couple of matches booked.
Yeah, I think they have a couple. I mean, they have people on the roster they can.
Well, Sami Zayn didn't go, right?
Yeah, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens,
Daniel Bryan.
They can, they have enough of a crew that they can put a show together. And like you said, it could be a women heavy. A women heavy, not heavy women
centric show
centered around the women roster.
Centered around what? They got a low center of gravity. What are you trying to say?
Do you remember those the sisters that Bobby the Brain Heenan used to make fun of?
The Rosati's.
Yeah, give me the Rosati's. We need you in Buffalo tonight. We're making a woman-heavy TV show. We're all stranded. We need the Rosati sisters.
There's a story I want to hear about. What was that? Was that literally just some fans that were at every show, or was that
I think they
were they going to plan?
They were super fans, dude.
Were they going to plan for something with them? Because Heenan made fun of them every primetime wrestling.
I love watching old stuff where it cuts to a fan in the crowd and Gorilla will say some inside thing, be like, "Hey, look, it's Mike McGurk," and what? That's so inside, we don't know what you're talking about.
I wonder if any of the Rosati sisters are still alive. They'd be great podcast guests, man.
Yeah, we should look them up, see where they're at.
But yeah, I think they were just super fans. They came to all the shows and
it's like Jameson from wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. So Crown Jewel, man, was a much, much better show than I was giving it credit for.
Yeah, it was way better than the last Crown Jewel. What was the last one with Brock Lesnar and not Brock Lesnar? It was Goldberg and Undertaker.
Undertaker, yeah.
What was that one called? Was that Brock? Was that also Crown
Jewel? Yeah, pretty sure.
They should switch it up. This one should have totally been a Halloween theme thing. I don't know.
They should have called it Halloween Havoc.
Yeah.
Why not? They got the name. They're not going to use it on Halloween. When are you going to use it? Ever? Come on.
Halloweenus.
I mean, come on.
Come on.
Yeah, man. I thought the whole show was pretty much great. I think the match of the night has to, just for a surprise factor, has to go to the Fiend and
yeah, that was
I would not have called that. I'm like, all right, so you're gonna take the one championship that Raw has that means something, and you're gonna move that to SmackDown, now leaving Raw with no champion, and this is the first major thing that has happened on one of these shows ever. So it's pretty cool.
It's funny, man. Reading today, some of the reactions of it, they're like, oh, they're gonna full green light babyface push the Fiend now. And they were like, "Oh, just give it 2 months, and you'll be sick of it. Internet wrestling fans will be sick of it, and then spoon it down our throats and stuff."
Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen.
That's what internet wrestling fans were.
Yeah,
saying.
I mean, I hope it doesn't happen.
I heard a rumor that the Bray Wyatt is going to be on SmackDown, and the Fiend will be on Raw.
What?
And they'll have two different characters on 2 different shows. Or now that Raw has the Universal Championship, they'll be like, oh well, he has to be on Raw, and Seth Rollins has to be on SmackDown or some BS. I don't know.
Somebody pointed out, it's like, hey, remember that there was a trade for Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. They promised us that they were going to trade something to Raw later on. Well, now we want the champion. You know, they could do something stupid like that. Listen, I try to be positive, but I have zero confidence that they are going to come out of this in a good way.
Same here, dude.
There's going to be some weird thing, you know.
It's funny, man. Like it was cracking me up to see that like there was smart marks in Saudi Arabia. Like there was a crowd. There was a sign in the crowd that said something about heels, and I was like, "What? What are you doing?" But I mean, don't they say heels in the video games now? Like that's it's like a commonly.
He's a heel.
He's a heel, baby.
It's common now.
Yeah.
But like the fact they were chanting wow, Zowie Wowie or Wowie Zowie during the match, that was fun. That was fun. The whole thing was alive.
Fun.
They were alive the whole time.
Yeah.
And props to the cameraman or the production truck or whoever told that cameraman to sit in front of Seth Rollins when he dumped him off the thing, and the thing exploded, and Rollins was just sitting there. And like one spark thing flew off in his face, and he's just sitting there self because the awesome sell by Rollins. But just him sitting there.
How did it sound?
Oh my God, my eye!
As soon as that happened, I just went, "Oh my God, seriously, my eye, you guys!" Like it was just doing like a bad Cartman impression.
So bad, man.
But the great thing was when the Fiend just rose up behind him. That was the perfect shot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I
was thinking about the Michael Jackson Pepsi commercial.
When his hair got on fire. Yeah. So props for that. And then the women's match. Oh my God, Niagara Falls, Frankie Angel.
Oh my God,
I was just crying like crazy.
That was emotional.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the best match.
No,
that they've had,
but it didn't need to be.
It was the fact that it was happening.
Yeah.
Do
you need some saline solution?
Yeah. Do you have any?
No. Why would I have saline solution?
I don't know. I'm not giving up on it yet.
I mean, do you want to go to the bathroom for a minute and fix that?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
I'm sorry to bring it up on the air. I know
the
people can't see it.
For the people not watching the stream, Matt's messing with his contact lens.
He's having contact problems. I just feel bad.
I'm just gonna give up on it.
No, go to the bathroom, get some water or something.
Is the water gonna do anything?
It's better than just putting it in dry. Yeah, there you go. You got some spring water.
Yeah.
There you go. That'll help you out. Sorry, folks. We're just having. I don't want Matt to suffer.
Don't speak for me.
No.
I'm not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
This is ice cold water, man.
It is so ice cold.
Wish I was your mouth right now, dude.
That's a T-shirt right there.
That might be the title of the show.
That is the coldest water I've ever felt in my life. Let's see what happens. I put this in my eyeball. Is it bacteria?
What, spring water?
In purified drink? I don't know.
There's no bacteria. I've done it with tap water before, dude. It's fine. I mean, it's not going to feel good because it's ice cold water in your eye.
Do you want some water?
Can we talk about women wrestling? So I just have to give up on it at this point.
Am I nuts? Am I nuts? Tell me I'm nuts. But every time Natalya do the sharpshooter, I'm like, this is wrong. It doesn't look right.
Yeah.
Like, why does she step forward with the left foot?
Yeah,
it should be the other way. Yeah. I don't get it. And it looks kind of crappy.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that because it's like sacrilege to talk bad about
one of the Hearts doing the sharpshooter.
Yeah, doing the sharpshooter wrong.
Yeah.
Like why
doesn't anybody step up and be like, "Hey, you're doing it wrong."
Like, well, why are you doing it wrong? You're doing it wrong.
But I don't know. It's weird. But you know what? It didn't occur to me when I first watched. Like I was watching Natalya walk out, and I'm sitting there going, "Really? This is like the first women's wrestling match in Saudi Arabia, and that's what you're going to wear?" And then Lacey Evans came out. I'm like, "Oh,
that's what they have to wear."
Yeah, it was like a whole thing.
I'm dumb.
Well, like did Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks did a match.
It wasn't in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. But the gear that they designed for them to wear during that was amazing. It was such cool gear. But I was like, maybe they just needed. They had to have something so that it could be like put a T-shirt over it because it has to cover up the curves.
The sexualization.
Maybe, but I don't think they just didn't have enough time because this match was announced like a day before or something like that.
Like Natty was wearing like
full
custom gear underneath. And Lacey was just wearing some stuff.
Right.
She was just wearing some stuff that somebody
some
had.
like leggings.
Yeah,
and
it's like it happened to have her boots on that had a picture of her in her gear on the side. It was like, you're gonna get in trouble for having that picture of yourself in a bikini top on the side.
It's like Jake Roberts with the naked lady with the snake wrapped around him. What was that on his boots? I think, or his tights. WrestleMania 8. Anybody remember?
I don't remember.
No, nobody remembers that.
No, I think it was his tights.
It was his tights.
I'm a snake.
I'm a snake. So yeah, Crown Jewel was great. What else happened this week? Something else big. I forget. I had a plan when I walked in, and I
so
forgot.
much, dude. On Raw, Raw was good.
Yeah, what did you guys think of the?
I liked Dynamite this week too. I thought that was good. Yeah. Like,
I had issues with Dynamite.
I feel like I can't remember much of it, but I remember liking it when I saw it.
I feel like last week they mentioned a Rick and Morty thing.
Yeah.
It was like, we're gonna have Rick and Morty do some kind of collaboration or something like that.
Yeah, and it was all over the turnbuckles, and it was and the ring announced. I mean, it was a little cheesy, but I would have loved to be involved.
It was very cheesy. Well, see,
I love Rick and Morty.
I love Rick and Morty too. But I thought it was going to be like, they animated something, and they're going to incorporate that animation into the show.
Yeah.
Right.
Here it was just the best friends dressed up as Rick and Morty.
They ring announced. Well, it was like Justin Roiland did the ring announcing for the best friends to come out, and that's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's it. That's
they,
all it was.
They didn't show up.
No,
it was definitely something that was just pre-recorded.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I was talking to Rick before the show, and the whole John Moxley going into Tony Khan's office and all that was so lame.
I missed that. I was switching back and forth. NXT.
Do you want this back? Sorry.
Your cup of water with Matt's eye juice in it.
Juice. This is how we juice it.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's on the floor now. So, yeah, and the plane ride into the limo ride in the beginning, Cody Rhodes and Dustin. I didn't understand
it was
that.
weird because I was like, I don't get this, and I feel like because like Tony Schiavone's better on commentary than sitting next to Cody Rhodes in an airplane. And
did you see Starrcade '93 where Flair is going to wrestle Vader? It's the same thing. Like they followed Flair from his house to the arena, like in the limo arena. So it was kind of trying to do that.
Yeah, I guess.
But dude, you're comparing Ric Flair to Cody Rhodes,
right? And
it's like comparing a wig to a mullet.
And they were like, and the whole time they were like, so I was with your dad, and your dad said this, and it was all just like, it was about Dusty, and not about.
Remember your dad?
Hey, remember when you were in the Beatles? That was awesome.
No, but you're right. Like they should have done Jericho do it as a heel.
Jericho dude.
Yeah. And have like one of his like peons be like, hey Jericho, remember when you did this? Remember when you did that? Instead of like, hey, remember when your dad was way better than you? Like,
remember how he could draw a house?
Yeah.
Oh dang, that was the best, right?
That was the best right there. It just didn't make sense to me for Dustin and Cody to get into separate limos to go to the same show.
Right.
Yeah.
What was that about? We could share a plane ride together, but you're getting your own freaking limo, boy.
What was weird is like I didn't get like when they showed up and they like went to get out and they were walking towards the building. It looked like someone was behind them. Was it just some extra? Like that didn't come back.
I don't know.
I was like, there's just somebody behind him. I don't know who this person is behind him. I don't think that was on purpose. I think it was just some person who just accidentally happened to be there. And I was like, what is this person? What are they doing? That it won't come back.
Oh, man. NXT was great this week.
Dude, the Io Shirai thing.
The entrance? Yeah, Jesus.
The way the crowd reacted to the War Games.
Yeah!
Man,
the way...
I didn't see that coming, and my friggin' head exploded when
Well,
when
the
they made
fans
that
kind of
announcement.
spoiled it for me. I was like, I wonder what they're trying to set up here.
Yeah.
And they're like, War Games,
Yeah.
War.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I guess War Games. and then Steven Regal was like, War Games, and they were like, we know
already.
We know.
Well, so that's going to be cool. And then now they're incorporating NXT roster
And
on the Survivor Series.
Yeah. What do you think that's going to be like?
I hope to see the Undisputed Era versus, I don't know,
Somebody.
The club, the OC,
club, yeah.
Maybe. Oh, yeah, maybe.
the OC.
We get to, yeah, that'd be cool as hell. They need a fourth member.
Did
I
you
don't know.
see that-
Yeah, I would like to see a Survivor Series match like
Did you
that.
see that thing I tweeted yesterday that was like, am I the only one who thinks that the Bullet Club sounds like a subscription-based ammunition company? They send you new bullets to your door every month.
Join the Bullet Club. 12 cents a month.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know what NXT is going to do for Survivor Series. Maybe they're going to have like a three-way Survivor Series match?
That's what I'm thinking.
Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be super neat.
Yeah. Or maybe do like how they usually do champion versus champion in some way. Have
Yeah.
Adam Cole, baby, versus like Brock Lesnar. No, that wouldn't be good. Jesus.
Yeah, well,
Never mind.
I don't know if it would not be good. I think it might
Yeah, I
be
think-
good.
Yeah, but,
but
short.
It would be. It wouldn't look good for Adam Cole.
No,
Like,
not
it would
at all.
not be
No.
Do you guys-
beneficial to him in any way.
Do you guys see? Do you think it's gonna be Lesnar versus Mysterio?
I hope so.
Yeah.
What do you
That's
think?
what I'm hoping. That's how they get the title back on Raw. They get the WWE Championship moving to Raw, and then they can keep the Universal title on
No,
SmackDown.
I definitely want to see Ray get another like a title run.
Title run, yeah.
Like, I totally want to see that.
And they've been building this feud up for a while. Like, how many times is he going to beat up Dominic?
Yeah,
It's undeniable how great Rey Mysterio is.
Oh, yeah.
Like, not only is he the best masked wrestler in the history of wrestling, and on what we've ever seen, but he's so cool. There's
Yeah.
nothing like you're just
He's
like
just so cool.
like you just
And
like
you
just
hey,
neat. I
you
want to
just
carry
so
you around
cool.
on my shoulder.
and he's
I just want to think that you're the coolest person, and I want to have a conversation with you about how cool you are, and be like, "Wow, remember how you wrestled Eddie Guerrero? Oh, that was cool."
and he's overcome. He's in the Guinness Book of World Records for like overcoming the most knee surgeries.
The Guinness World Records of coolest masked wrestler ever.
I had surgery on my knee 9 times.
9 times. He's like the ultimate underdog. Like, it's always so great to see him against like Big Show and Brock Lesnar is going to be awesome. He's that underdog that you never want to stop rooting for.
He
'Cause he's, like, 5'1".
legitimizes lucha libre. Like,
Yeah.
But the fact that like the Roots of Fight stuff, like all the like branded like official, you're a combat sports athlete.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's not acknowledged by the mainstream that Rey Mysterio is a combat sports athlete, and along with names like Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, and that Roots of Fight world, that Rey Mysterio, he deserves it.
He should be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, maybe they'll have that on Survivor Series. I would like to see that.
And then I think we're gonna get Fiend and Rollins again.
I
just
hope
feel
not.
Like,
I thought about that.
I was thinking
like,
yesterday after the loss, I was like, you know what? They should just keep Rollins off TV for a while.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Have him be like a spokesman somewhere. Like have him on tour. Be like,
What's that?
go do like a Make a
what's-
Wish or
What's that old saying? Like, go learn a new hold. Come back when you learn a
oh,
new
yeah,
hold.
it's
Yeah.
true. Like they should keep.
How many curb stomps can he throw before you're like, okay, this isn't working?
Kick out at one.
Yeah.
Should have
I
worn
mean,
my steel toe boots.
like he did 11 at Hell in a Cell, and he did 8 last night at Crown Jewel. How are you like, you know what? This one is going to be the one. Just get a new finisher. If you do your finisher on a steel grate and it's smashing his head into the face and he kicks out at 1, get a new finisher. That one doesn't work. That is no longer a finisher. That is a transitional move that might lead to something later.
How long do you think they're going to commit to this red lights thing?
Probably not long. They didn't do it long with Kane.
Well, I mean,
remember when Kane first came out? It was like every
Yeah.
match was, for a couple months.
It wasn't the matches. It would just be segments with the red lights. So these are full matches they're doing with the red lights.
Well, no,
With
they
Kane-
did it with Kane too. Remember, like Kane versus Goldust, it was all red lights. There was some pay-per-view match. The first pay-per-view after Bad Blood when he made his debut, it was all red lights.
I think
I forget what it was.
I like when well, first of all, I don't like the red lights. It's there's a cool
I dig it.
There's a cool aspect to it. I see that, but I liken it to like New Jack when
They play music.
they play the music the whole time. Like that, it was something special and different feel.
Yeah.
Maybe they can do that for.
Well, here's the other thing. This is the second match he's had as the Fiend. Like
Third.
Okay, third match he's had as the
We
Fiend.
don't want to count Hell in a Cell, but we have to.
What was the first one?
Finn Balor.
Finn Balor.
Okay,
SummerSlam.
so this is, I mean, the fact that he's only had 3 matches like this, so we're not going to see red lights every time because he's not going to have matches every single time you see him.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
See what happens.
But, I mean,
I want to know what they're going to do with the title.
it did make it hard to see. When he did one of the curb stomps on the outside, it was like real confusing to see. I mean, it was tough to see.
Oh, with the red lights?
With the red lights, and I was
Yeah.
like, what's going on? But I feel like they'll orient to that some way. They'll adapt.
Maybe have the red lights, but just have a spotlight on them the whole time?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I wonder if that's gonna. Do you have the new video game yet? The WWE?
No, I don't know if I'm gonna get it.
2K20.
Because everyone keeps on
Yeah.
telling me it's just like not worth it with all the glitches and stuff like that. Maybe I'll get it like when 2K21 comes out, just as like because it'll be on sale somewhere, and I'll just get it to check it out. Maybe. But I did. I did see a lot of the footage from the Bray Wyatt stuff. They have like the towers where you have to like face one guy and then another.
I was wondering if in the video game they've turned the matches red when the Fiend comes out.
I don't know. I've only seen like the graveyard matches and stuff like that where they have like it's outside of a ring and it's in like a swamp and stuff like that. It's weird stuff.
Did you see the glitch where like Charlotte has someone in the figure 8 and the ref's like humping the face?
Pretty much, yeah.
The ref's like humping someone's
It's like,
face.
wow.
I was like, maybe correct that.
Yeah. We
They're
were
like-
talking about that last week. It's like, delay the game. Delay the release date. If it's that bad, I mean, there's no way somebody played that and was like, yeah, this is ready for release.
Yeah, I mean, delaying it. I mean, it would still have time to come out before Christmas,
Right.
Well, 2K just released. They're like releasing some statement saying that they're correcting whatever the
Yeah, but that's
whatever
that's
the
smart
glitch
on.
was.
Well, they're issuing refunds now.
Oh yeah.
The fans demanded refunds, and they're like, yeah, you know what? This sucks. We'll give it to you. It's that bad.
I was considering buying the video game.
And then getting a refund.
Wait until they fix it. Like I'm sure they're going to come out with patches.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything
yeah.
else.
Yeah, that's what they release. That's what they're like claiming to be releasing a patch. But I mean, I don't know. My birthday and Christmas are both coming up pretty soon, so maybe I'll get it for that one of those.
There you go.
It might be fixed by then.
Maybe. Enough people are complaining about it. They're probably putting a rush on it, which is great. Which is always great when you're fixing something to put a rush on it.
To rush that fix.
Do it as fast as possible.
Quick fix. It's thorough if you've done it real quick.
Really quick, yes. I want to know what they're going to do with the Universal title, with the belt itself.
Yeah, like if they're going to do a custom Fiend.
Because people were saying it's like, well, it's red, and now it's going to SmackDown, so they got to turn it blue, which I don't think they should do at all.
I don't think. I think he's staying on Raw.
Yeah, it's a possibility. I don't know. I want to see it if they're keeping it on SmackDown. I want to see it still red, but have it like dripping red. So like he's holding it up, and as you just see like red pouring off of it, so like looking like blood. They would never call it blood, but it would just look like that, and he would just hold it up and just leave like a little blood trail behind him as he goes in. That would be cool as hell.
If they made it look
spend
like
that money. Like it's constantly like oozing, like it's like the belt itself is bleeding. You know what I mean? Spend that money. If you can make a head. Like a Bray Wyatt head with the eyes sewed shut and a stretched out mouth with a lantern shoved in it, you can make a bleeding belt.
Wowie,
You can
zowie.
spend, right. You can spend that money.
Put puppets on the belt.
That's what I
that'd be
don't want to
creepy.
see.
What if they
I don't want to see a rambling rabbit title. That'd be god awful.
What if they have one for Bray Wyatt to have, and then another for the Fiend to have, and one has has the puppets on it. Sister Abigail.
Yeah, I could see the belt in the Firefly Funhouse with like, we're gonna paint it.
Arts and crafts.
Arts and Crafts Day with the Universal title. Oh man, it is about that time. We got to ask that question we ask every week, man. Who wins wrestling this week?
Who wins wrestling? Blah, 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 blah.
Actually, I think I'm a little early, but whatever.
There were a lot of good choices
candidates.
for this. Yeah.
Yeah, this week. Anybody want to go first?
I'll go first.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah?
Dude, the whoop it, like no one hits Brock like that with the chair.
True.
No one's done that. No one's came at Brock that way. No one's been like, wow, believable. Like I missed the Cain Velasquez match completely, but I saw the stuff of Ray giving that beat down to Brock, and I was like, no one does that. No one gets used that way.
Right.
Like you're just cementing the fact that Rey Mysterio will continue to be a household name, and right now he's just laid a whooping to Brock Lesnar like no one's done in a really long time. And like you said, that underdog stuff. This is
what that is.
I can't be higher on Rey Mysterio. I can't speak enough good about Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, if he's getting that title shot, whenever it is, he might be on TV, but it's probably going to be at like Survivor Series or something like that. That's going to be good. That's going to be a good match. That's not going to be like another Kofi Kingston squash. That's going to be, something that you're definitely going to check out. And most likely, I would say,
Highly
Ray walks out
contested.
with that title.
Yeah. So, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Matt, what do you think?
I'm gonna have to go with the women, Natalya and Lacey Evans.
Dude,
it was really emotional to watch.
Really was, man. You couldn't smack that smile off Natalya's
and
face.
I didn't even care. Like I didn't even care about. Because they like shook each other's hands and all, and they were just happy.
That's
like,
fine. You know what? I'm like,
I didn't even care.
Screw the feud.
Yeah, I was expecting a turn from Lacey, like a women's right after, but then I just saw her sobbing, and I was like, it ain't happening.
Yeah,
I was like,
it was brilliant, and like going out like around ringside after the match, shaking all their hands.
Who is the mystery woman that they were like kissing?
I'm assuming some kind of dignitary or something. She was somebody. I don't know, part of the government. I don't know.
I think.
I didn't
but,
know but they were like hugging her. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
That was
it was very cool.
Yeah.
That was interesting to see.
And like all the little girls in the crowd.
I laughed at. I don't know if you guys saw it, but like as the matches were happening, she looked real spooked. Like Natty looked real spooked on the way to the ring. Like, and
somebody threw a water bottle at her.
She looked so spooked, and then the camera cut to and away from this one scene that was happening in the audience where a husband was like scalding his wife and pointing in her face, and they cut away from it real quick.
Oh, I didn't know.
And I was like, that's weird.
Oh my god!
Don't get any ideas. Like he was like looking at her face, like don't get any ideas. Women can't do anything.
Wow! I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. I didn't see that at all.
But I was like, oh wow! I hope that this all goes as well as
as we want it to go. Yeah. Oh man, I didn't see
don't get the wrong idea. But
hooray!
Maybe that was just in my head. Maybe this is that whole like
progress.
Maybe this is that whole like bomb boy screaming, "Go for the belt!" to the Texas Tornado. Like I just thought I saw that.
Yeah,
it was
maybe
just in my head, but I could have swore that happened. Like this guy going, "Don't you get any idea?" It seemed like a real Ricky and Lucy situation. You got a lot of splaining to do.
One of these days, lady. I'm gonna go with Io Shirai this week, man, because that entrance was that was the best entrance I've seen, like with that much production and everything behind it since the Nakamura thing with the violins. That was fantastic, and then the match was fantastic. Like I'm not a Candice LeRae fan. I wasn't. I'm slowly becoming one, and she's like getting better every time I see her. But like she looked great in that match, and I think it's because of Io Shirai.
She got
and
bloody nose.
Yeah, she did.
She got bloody nose.
The bloody nose. But the chair spot was great when she hid the chair under herself.
I was laughing the whole time. I was like, "Hey, Jess, get that chair out of there. Hey, ref, get that chair out of there. See how there's that chair there? Go get it. Get it out of there.
Get it out of there."
And then Lucas was like, yeah, they're probably going to use it for a spot. And I was like, yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Just get it out. And then, of course, they then used it for a spot right after that.
Yeah. I just like the way they did it. I thought that was really innovative. Like, I never saw that done before.
It was new.
Missing the moonsault and landing on the chair. That was cool.
Well,
So that's what I got.
I have to also say, man, that Team Flair, Team Hogan match
Really surprised me.
was
Delivered,
surprising.
dude.
Yeah,
Delivered.
That's my second runner-up for winner of wrestling this week.
You know who's not the winner of wrestling? Tyson Fury.
No, God, embarrassing.
That match was embarrassing.
It was.
dude. That was horrible.
Poop.
You
It was poop.
He looks like crap.
Yes.
You know,
Like
you know this as well as I knew, Rick. When you go to a wrestling school and you're watching somebody who's brand new to it, and you're like, man, they're just not getting it.
Yeah.
Like that was like Steve the Teacher bad, Steve the Teacher level bad.
Sorry, Steve.
I love Steve the Teacher, great guy, but geez, you know you're not good. But I'm saying like that's just an example. It's like what do you really want to do with this? And it was funny because they showed that special from the 20th anniversary of Smackdown like right after.
I watched that.
And then it showed like Tyson Fury was like, I've never been to a live wrestling event before. And I was like, oh, we saw that by the back.
We can tell.
We can tell. You know.
And he just like I think you take for granted what great athletes pro wrestlers are and the time they spend in the gym, like making sure they look larger than life characters.
But
Right.
not just in the gym, but it's like,
But like it's a
ring.
routine. Like in the ring, but there's
the
the routine
dedication to the craft that is
and everything
this
involved.
art form.
And then you see Tyson Fury come out in like a basketball jersey, and he's just like, dude, he looks awful, man.
Oh, can I
don't care if-
Speak to the Shorty G.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
looked
go
like
ahead,
he
dude.
was. He looked like he was on the Space Jam. He looked like he was on the Toon Squad. Why was he dressed like
Dude,
that?
there
Has
was
he been doing that?
no crowd reaction for him at all.
Why was he wearing that?
That's
Does he wear
'cause
that all the
That's
time?
what he wears now.
Yeah.
What the heck, man? Poop on that.
Well, like saying that for like
he's looked better in the last month. I don't understand why he has stopped.
I think they're trying to make him look as bad as possible so he can say it doesn't matter how I look and doesn't matter what you call me. I'm still...
Yeah, but it's funny because he was giving that speech with Team Hogan, and he's
Yeah.
like, I don't care, dude. They're doing this whole Shorty G thing. You're literally taller than Ali.
Yeah.
And you're standing right next to, the whole thing is a joke, man.
Oh, it was cool that Baron Corbin got new gear. That was great.
Yeah, he's got new king
I
gear.
liked it.
I like
I
it,
liked
man.
it. He
That's
got-
what he's
Yeah.
missing, dude.
Yeah.
It was like the ingredient. And
Yeah.
it was
Much better.
it
looks
way
legit,
better.
yeah.
Much better. TGI Fridays uniform that he used to be wearing.
He's like, I managed a bar. You don't have enough flair on you. But yeah, the Tyson Fury and Chad Gable. What they wound up calling him Chad Gable on commentary 100 times. Anyway.
Hogan called him in that promo. So like, oh yeah, Chad Gable, brother. That's like, okay.
This Shorty G thing.
He knows he's not putting over that Shorty G.
No, he's not.
bullcrap.
It's garbage.
It's,
But
he looks like a member of the Spirit Squad. It's just weird. Just go with wrestling gear. Again.
they really need to put him, if they're going to continue with this Shorty G crap, they need to push him to the moon. Because it's not going to, if they're doing 50-50 booking with him, it's not going to work.
Well, I think the Shorty G thing is only for the feud against Baron Corbin, so it shouldn't translate to the entire. See, so it was supposed to be an insult from Baron and
Right.
him going, "I'm owning it now."
Yeah.
Don't continue to own it. Own it that time and move past it.
Prove yourself. Prove yourself and then be like, okay, I'm Chad Gable
I think
again.
they're gonna bring back Coco Beware to be his mentor.
The poop is in the pudding.
Energy.
Don't worry, Shorty G. Sorry.
Do the bad man with me.
Yeah. That'd be
It just comes out.
awesome.
That'd be great if he came out to that theme song.
Dude. Yeah, you want to
Get him
get
a
him.
parrot.
That's how you get him over,
Yeah,
brother.
man. Hall of Famer Coco Beware leading him to the ringside. See, we're coming up with great gimmicks, WWE.
I
Follow it.
want them to do something cool with Chad Gable. I really do.
I do too.
I think he deserves better than
Because he looks like $1 million without that stuff.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to dress like Bugs Bunny in Space Jam.
Right.
He needs to be doing something better.
Yeah. And he's proven that he's great. Like the whole King of the Ring was great up to the finals.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
They canceled out how cool Baron Corbin's new gear is by giving Chad Gable
the worst
gear. Like,
Pretty much.
Dress Chad Gable up like the manager from TGI Fridays before you dress him up like a slam ball player.
Yeah.
Slam ball.
It's funny because the whole King of the Ring tournament, they kept on saying, it's like, oh, we're putting over one guy. There's going to be one guy, and everybody was like, oh, it's going to be Ali, or it's going to be Buddy Murphy, or it's going to be something like that. It turned out to be Chad Gable, but then to do this, that's not putting him over, dude.
Right.
It's
not a lateral it's a backwards motion.
Yeah.
It's not helping him and
mean,
moving the ball forward.
Put Gable up against Nakamura. And have that be a decent program.
Dude,
where
Nakamura was killing in that match, by the way.
Yes.
So good.
Absolutely. And how over is Randy Orton in Saudi Arabia?
Dude.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That was great. And Orton on Raw, by the way, I thought he murdered Ricochet with that RKO. Dropped him right on his head. Did you see that? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That looked great. That still is the best looking move in wrestling right now. Like I know like all the memes and stuff like that. Oh, RKO out of nowhere, but
And you hate Randy Orton. So.
I do hate Randy Orton, but that's still
It's the best move in wrestling. I know I hate Randy Orton, but it's a great
I do,
move.
but it just the RKO out of nowhere is still like it still surprises me sometimes, which is the only real good thing about Randy Orton.
It's built to
be
work.
that.
It's built to work the way the Diamond Cutter was built to work in
Yeah.
WCW. It's
Yeah.
very like he can hit it from out of nowhere, and that was the words they used about Diamond Dallas Page in WCW. They'd be like, he can hit it from anywhere.
Yeah,
So out of nowhere, anywhere, from anywhere, same thing.
it's the same thing. It might be a ripoff,
RKO from anywhere.
but it's the same thing with the stunner. It's the same thing with Shawn Michaels' super kick. You know, it's just one of those moves where it's like, bam, and there it is. You know,
That's the thing that's
love
missing
those
on
moves.
commentary. Is on commentary they used to say you got to look out for this move.
Yeah.
They used to make moves way more important than they do now.
Yeah.
Back in the day, like I sound so old.
Back in the day. when finishers were finishers.
No, but they would be like, "Oh, you got to really look out for
Yeah.
when he gets an opening to get this move. You might lose,
yeah.
but
But I
gotta bring it
do I do miss all those days with the like when Jake Roberts hit that DDT. No one ever kicked out of that.
right.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. Just I miss it.
Protecting finishers. Yeah,
No, you didn't hit 11 curb stomps back in the 80s and 90s, man. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, because that would
curb
that
stomp
would
used to be awesome.
It's just like that would make you look weak. That like you have a weak foot.
You and your weak foot, Seth Rollins. Try using the right foot instead of the left.
Instead
The
of
left
that-
foot's weak.
Instead of the weak foot, use the right foot.
Oh my goodness.
I'm very curious about what the next step is for Seth Rollins, and I hope it's something good. But I'm not confident in that it's going to be something. No. I want to be confident. That it's going to be something cool, something good, because he can pull it off. They can pull off something good.
Yeah.
But I don't have confidence in it.
No, it's. I don't want to, sort of, it's creative, but I mean, it is like they need to do something different. They need to bring back when they used to make stars. They don't make stars anymore.
Well, if Seth is babyface, it's lame.
Yeah.
Seth is good when he's a heel.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're going full babyface Fiend now, they should go full heel Seth.
Mm-hmm. They should go full heel Seth anyway.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he's been kind of winding down that path
They should divorce him from Bray Wyatt right now. They're married in the storyline. They need to get rid of it.
They won't even divorce Lana and Rusev.
Man, that was dumb.
Well, what are you going to do? We knew it was going to be dumb. It's just one of those things where we're just going to have to ride it out.
Watching it, it's like, dude, Bobby Lashley and Lana are such bad actors.
Yeah.
Like, they're just not convincing at all. They're like, we're in the restaurant.
Yeah.
This isn't a building. This isn't this isn't another room in the building that we're wrestling at. It's just and like it's funny because like
They're filming the Firefly Funhouse next door.
as they were like, oh, this is my favorite restaurant. I've always been asking Rusev to take me here. I'm like, you know what? I don't hear any of the classic restaurant ambient sounds, like the fork and knives on the plates. And then they do the full scene where everyone's in, like they have all the extras, and you're hearing like the forks and and I was like, hey, you should have had the background extras working towards all that stuff while you were doing the
gain. Just turn down that gain a little bit, so you're just hearing what's on the mic.
Quiet on the set.
Yeah. So where do we see the Fiend going with the title? Like, what's next?
Dude, I have no idea, man.
Like, who's his next opponent?
Well, that's why I thought it was weird that they were going to have Bray Wyatt on Miz TV. I'm like, are they going to throw the Fiend in a feud with the Miz?
No, you know what? The Miz TV is so like it doesn't
Whatever,
need to be.
yeah.
It doesn't need. It's so like non-story.
It's never been about. Well, not never, but I mean, it hasn't been
rarely
about the Miz.
Yeah,
in a while. Like
it's
Miz
always
might
about,
throw some lines in there. They might like, oh, there's a mandible claw on the Miz, but I don't see them being like, okay, Miz is going to be the next opponent.
I hope not.
I could see them not now, but maybe like WrestleMania doing Roman Reigns, which would make sense.
Or I was even thinking The Undertaker. Have the Fiend beat The Undertaker?
If he beats The Undertaker, yeah. I can see that happening. That'd be cool.
I don't think either one of them need it.
No.
At all.
No. But I mean, it'll be something to do until WrestleMania. You know, if you have that set up for the Royal Rumble, I could see that. I could definitely see Reigns like being like, I beat cancer. You think I'm afraid of you? Like, type of thing. That could work.
He'll definitely get booed out of the building still, I think.
Reigns?
Yeah. I mean, Bray Wyatt as the Fiend is so over in a
so
way
ridiculously over.
They never expected him to be over this way.
Right.
And he's genuinely creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of creepy stuff about it, man. Like it's
lipstick on the puppets. That was a Matt Flowers idea.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right. I think we can start wrapping up the show now. I think we talked people's ears off long enough. Don't you think?
Hey guys, thanks for
listening.
Letting us tuck your ears off. We love that.
Yeah.
But also, we appreciate that you like our content, and if you continue to like our content, if you like what we've given you so far, go ahead and subscribe either to the YouTube channel or to iTunes or wherever podcasts are found. And give us your feedback. We love it. Follow us on Instagram, Rassle Rock, RASSLE Rock. And check out our Rassle Rock blocks on Instagram. We post them every week.
I work very hard.
Oh, my gosh.
And you should really appreciate that by watching and liking the content.
So
subscribe to the YouTube channel.
You're paying nothing for this content that we're providing you every week, and Rick works his tail off. Ridiculous.
And you should, by the way, you should really subscribe to the YouTube channel now because there's going to be the Rassle Rock videos coming up pretty soon, man. We're gonna be working on those.
We're brainstorming on some ideas.
Brainstorming.
Roman brains.
Check out the YouTube channel is tinyurl.com/YouTube Rick Connor. The Teespring store, which is our merchandise store, is teespring.com/store/Rassle-Rock. Everything on there is connected to a charity, so buy something or you hate children. I think that's it, right? For me, for my plugs, for the show plugs, I guess. Matt, you got a network pick or anything? I haven't asked the manager.
No, the last thing I watched was that Halloween Havoc 1993. So
that's a good one, man. We should go back and watch that. Everybody listening.
Everybody
wants to be cool. Everybody wants to be happy. Rita's Water Ice.
Yeah, man.
Hey, go get a. They're closed.
They're closed now.
Never mind.
Closed for the seasons.
Except for the ones that are inside malls. You can get those still.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Oh, good for you.
Are there year-round Ritas? There should be.
I think there are
in the malls.
Yeah. So go to your local mall.
Can I come with you and getting a gelati? Sorry, a little Mickey reference.
I like the root beer flow, and it helped me get through my surgeries on my knees. My son Dominic got me My son Dominic and my hermano Kane Vasquez got me the root beer gelato, amigo. I have to get through my knee surgeries.
What? Since I said I missed.
Dude, we're done
Cain
the
Velasquez,
show, dude. We're done the show.
But
We're
yes,
done.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Plugs. We're doing
thanks.
plugs.
I will
Okay.
say that match was better.
Yeah.
The way they did that. But
all
he
right.
needs to do a sit-up, brother.
Check out Evolving.
Hit the gym, take a shower, get a clue. To quote Kevin Nash. Go ahead, sorry.
Check out Evolving. Evolving with Cory Castle. 150 episodes in the books on Spotify and iTunes. Subscribe to that content if you have enjoyed hearing me this entire time, and if you've listened to every episode of this podcast and you've never given us feedback. What the is wrong with you? Get out of here.
Get out of here. Don't start listening now.
Don't start. Don't subscribe to my podcast. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want your participation in my existence. Go away.
I don't want your life.
But you guys are my best friends. I love you very much.
Oh.
And people who listen and give us your feedback, love you very much. Thank you so much for enabling us to continue to have fun here.
And you got
on
Capital
Friday
Wrestling
nights.
coming up. Don't forget that, man.
Capital Wrestling is this Friday in Hoboken, New Jersey. And
Well, next Friday, because today's Friday.
yeah, of course. So it'll be this Friday when you listen to the podcast, because this will probably be, through your week, unless you're listening to us live.
In which case, thank you.
In which case, thanks for listening live. And, every week you can always call us in. Our phone number for calling in, of course, we say in the beginning of the show.
We should have.
And catch you next week.
Yeah, man.
Thanks
That'll
for-
about do it for this episode of Rassle Rock. I'm Rick Connor.
I'm Cory Castle.
Matt Flowers.
And let's take it out like we always do, except on YouTube with Mr. Nick Brick.
It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.